Fortunately, I was able to recover that. Oops, anyway. I should not have alt-tab to check that the recorder was working with a bow there. Whoops-a-daisy. Anyway, we are here on day 4. We have our base started, and we're making some good progress on up there. We need to finish that. We need to get more small stone, and once we have more small stone, we can also set up a forge to start melting down the iron, which unfortunately is mostly going to be used for like iron arrows and the like for right now. We don't actually have that helpful of other stuff right now. The iron tools, as I said, have seemed underwhelming. I'm going to go and get a slightly early start here. See if any zombies dare intrude. Where's the zombie horde for XP when you want one? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a wolf. That hurt. Okay, well, let's be fair here. That would have happened regardless if it was day or night. But that was not great. So normally I would have waited till I was starving to eat this, but I'm going to eat this now to try to heal. I'm tempted to actually go get those painkillers. Okay, well. That was not a fun moment there. I think I got hit at least twice by that wolf. I didn't even hear my character sound like they were getting hit, or I would have pulled out the rifle or something faster. But obviously I did get hit because I lost a lot of health. You know what? I can just eat these. What kind of medicine? I only have 1 painkillers, right? Alright. Well, we have enough meat for, like, grilled meat. Though ideally we find some eggs to turn them into bacon and eggs. I don't remember what was just there. Was it... Oh, in fact, I don't know what was there. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, we just came uncomfortably close there to dying, didn't we? Like 1 or 2 more hits and I would have died. Are there any more wolves out here that, you know, I should be aware of? There's an egg. More eggs, please. There's maybe. I'm thinking I almost should destroy the bird's nest once I loot them, so that way I don't waste time potentially looting them in the future. Found several bird's nests, no eggs. Let's see which gives a better return on stone here. Don't need you. Okay, so this is a 400 stone block. We bash this down, and we'll get how much stone? 26 stone right there. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to see it and then forget that it's there, because they don't respawn for like 30 days. I'm not gonna not be in the region for 30 days. We got 26 stone there, right? Yes. If we come like over here, so 26 stones times 1.25 is adding about 6 more stone on, right? A little bit more. We'll call it 7, I guess. Okay, this is way better. Yeah, this is over twice as efficient to mine these big rocks. Okay, so I'm not sure what the point of those other boulders are when you have these giant boulders, which are more... They're more rocks per swing. They don't require you to move around. I don't understand what the point of those other things are, except maybe they're scattered around a lot more. And if you want stone, this is our new stone mine, except for, you know, digging underground, which is something we will be doing. We have a flashlight too, as you may remember that we managed to find, so big props for that. That's big. And we can go ahead and craft that forge, get that rolling. I would definitely like to get our health up a bit more. So we're at 62 health. It does look like we heal very slowly. I just don't know how quickly. Let's see if we can spot when it moves up to 63. So, since we get a health, we can get a health every 90 seconds with 1 point in that con thing. Every hour is a day, right? And so that's 40 health per day that we would regain naturally with that other one. Which means that assuming we weren't starving, we'd top ourselves off by the end of the day, as long as we don't take any more damage. We're at 63 health. Okay, we're at 63 health with about 3 minutes left on our food buff, right? So let's see if when we go to 64 health, do we get 64 health by the time that this buff wears off to stamina? We have an increased stamina due to eating the bacon and eggs, aka fresh food versus like canned food. We've leveled up. See, oh yeah, Motherload, we have another point we can get there. Yeah, they're definitely doing that. Then the question is, do we push for like quality 4 tools, or do we start pushing con? Alright, so we have 63 stone. We used to get, I think, 66 from it, right? So how much, compared to 129, how much higher do we get now? 139, so an extra like 10 stone each, okay. Well, if you're getting 66, that implies the baseline is about, what, 52, 53? Again, this is so quick and easy to repair, it's not big. Okay, we did go up to 64 health there in about a minute and a half. I didn't put a point into it, right? No? Do I already gain a health every 90 seconds, so this doubles the natural healing rate? I don't know. Let's see when we go to 65 health. 65 already. We're gaining like a health, I guess you gain like a health per minute naturally. So it's not even doubling the rate. It's just a slow increase, but it doesn't work. Alright, it says natural healing doesn't work if you're starving. So if we are starving, then it doesn't counteract the starving. Do we literally gain like a health per minute by default or something? I have never noticed that, at least in Alpha 20. There's another health right there. Okay. Well then. How much stone do we got? 1,300. So we can make a bunch more cobblestone rocks. I think this is enough to work with for right now. Let's get some more lumber. We'll eventually want to, like, clear this area out. I might eventually dismantle that whole bear wolf station over there. We have 464 wood. Remember, it requires 8 wood per frame. We'll have a lot of frames. I don't understand why this one is 1200 and that other one does not, but... Beware dog, snake, pig, man. Yeah, we're not gonna go into there for a while, and if we do, we're going to dismantle the whole thing from, like, the roof down. We'll also need to plant some trees eventually. Not a huge rush given how many trees are around us right now. Our water's lower, so let's go ahead and drink up here. Which also means we should expend less stamina with this buff for the next 4 minutes. So that's another positive part. Frame shapes we got. We can make another, let's say 300. Harvest a bit more lumber here. I'm probably going to start by doing a double thick wall here. That's the goal. It will also give us a lot of XP from upgrading all those frame shapes, and then to get some layers of wood spikes around. Probably not going to bother with the bars except on the main. I'm going to create a separate... I think I'm going to create a separate week 1 horde thing. Cause with cobblestone, I don't know if we're going to be able to survive that, even with a lot of spikes, which is another thing we're going to use this wood to make. And if I can stockpile up to 6,000 stone, since I found that Art of Mining book, that can give me a huge XP boost. Game stage is 13. Okay. Then, you might recall I was talking about the entrance. I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so this is... here. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, so that is outer layer of roll. This is iron bars, and then we want a gap of at least 2. 1, or maybe a gap of 3. 1, 2, 3. So here's where we can make the ramp. And hopefully this doesn't bite me in the rear. Okay, so we're gonna need... So over here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have 1 more layer up there, that's right. So therefore we need 1 more layer up here. Then we're going to rotate these into a nice ramp. And this should be our way into that place. As a 3 now, I did notice, we found it the hard way in a friend's game, I think I gave the zombies too much of a run up, is what I did, I think. We let them get to the top and there was a 3, they could accelerate up to 3, as in there's of 3, like a flat area of 3 long at the top, just made to make it easier for some teammates to jump. This seemed to allow the zombies to jump the gap, which we did not expect. That was a very surprising night 7 when the zombies all jumped onto us and we had to retreat back to a different base, where they did not seem to be able to jump up. So I'm going to try a 2 gap here. Sorry, a 2 rather than 3. And if that proves too much, I'll have to drop back to 1. Which I hope is not what I need to do, but we shall see. We're not filling those in yet because we actually are going to want other stuff up there. So we could already jump that gap, that's no problem. Well, let's finish filling these in. We're doing on cobblestone, we have some, but we'll need more. Layer up here. This will be the roof. Wait, I didn't actually fill these in, did I? So we're getting about 216 experience for each of these blocks we fill in, compared to like a few hundred experience per zombie we managed to kill, which is obviously a lot harder. So leveling in this game is a lot easier to do via construction. Which also makes a certain amount of sense given the difficulty settings, right? Like, the easier the difficulty, the more you can view zombies as just chunks of XP. And then on harder difficulty, it's like, no, we actually have to be a lot more careful at engaging the zombies, which means other sources of XP, such as crafting or this sort of thing, is going to look that much more appealing. I might level by the time we finish this upper level here alone. Or we might run out of cobblestone first. Probably about to run out of cobblestone. We're up to 74 health. Need more cobblestone, which means we need more clay. And voila, look at this. We have clay available right here. Our water at 1. Not enough to justify more drinking yet. We're pretty close to it. Maybe even a lot of digging underneath here. Have a basement where we will have workbenches and cement mixers and the like. So this is one layer down. So we can already fundamentally treat this. I should get the cobblestone working while I work on this here. You know what we can also do? I don't think this makes any kind of difference. The land climb I don't think does anything, right? Except, you know, prevent zombie respawn. Okay, we'll do that. Normally I put it there, which is under my main forge, but I guess... You know what, I'm still going to do that. It should prevent everything. That marks the location of the main forge. And we're also going to want some ladders. How high up are we? 36? Not actually that high up, okay. Guess we can three-shot this clay, that's good. We're going to put our ladder right here. And we are able to drink this. Maybe one short, but that's a small enough difference, don't care. And I'm just going to go ahead and dig this out too, because this will lead the corner down. And going below this is going to require mining, obviously. It's going to take one block down each here. We'll be digging out the rest of like this first basement, which will give us more clay. Once we finish digging out that first basement, any other clay is going to have to come from other mining pits or whatever. We need to repair that. Some cobblestone there. Ladders are not high priority, but we already lost about half of our food here. Still have another 6 bacon and eggs, so that's good. So we're going to need more lumber. Interior is just going to be a 6x6 square. Perfect box. Probably it's technically bigger than we need it to be, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, now we won't be able to put up a ladder standing right here. We will in fact need to dig a little bit this way. Okay, so then we pop this down. There we go. We are going to need more clay, right? So let's keep digging out some more clay. If we can set up the corners right now, it'll make things easier later on. Well, I guess there's about to be a supply drop, isn't it? Is it worth going for it? Maybe. We'll try it this time and see what it looks like. I'm not convinced it's going to be impressive. Let's go see what we have. think that's the place with the zombie bear down there, so... You know, we're not going in there. It's a weird looking light bulb. Make sure we have some stamina. I think that zombie's waddling after us, and we'll give him his due, but right now, we don't want to lose track of this since we're taking the time to do this. Another zombie over there. Yeah, that's not too bad. What we got here? A pipe shotgun bundle. A cottonseed recipe. Sure. And a 3-book bundle. I don't know if we get a benefit to opening this later, so I'm going to hold on to it for right now. I wonder if like you get a better result if you open it when you're higher level, so I don't really need anything right this second. I don't know if you do. Hello, friend. There's another zombie. Comfort slightly, that's fine. If you could hold still, please. Okay. Hello. Maybe it is worth going for strength to just get the next level of club. And minor 69er. I don't know if... Like, the problem is that once you start going up until... it only takes 2 more points to get to that, and then you can put the points there, right? That also gives you Master Chef. Allows you to make an extra stuff, so maybe that's worth it. Improved Sexual Tyrannosaurus. The main catch is that once you go up to 6 and 7, those require 4 points instead of 2, so it's an extra 2 levels. And we might want the farm bonuses. I will think about this, and if I need to switch to something, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to go as is. Again, I'm destroying these because I don't want to waste time investigating them later on. Cut it off. I definitely think the most annoying thing is when they change their route dramatically like that. That, I'm sure, is going to be a good source of parts, I hope. I think we did find a wrench, we just don't have any points in salvage operations yet. You know what, I'm going to at least do this. I am going to go for the healing factor. Let's see if we start noticing a substantial rate in healing increase. Hopefully we do. So we're at 66 right now. In theory, we just give ourselves like a 66% bonus to healing rate, which is not a ton, but it hopefully adds up over time. We can place down this. That'll also tell us to place down the forge. Oh, we actually are able to make the jump right now. That is interesting. We don't want the forge to go down there. We're placing this down. Place the forge down, which means we can then put down a bunch of clay and iron. And fire this bad boy up. We'll need nails for storage chests. Definitely need more lumber to finish breeding stuff down here. I don't know if I'm going to feel comfortable mining tonight. Definitely lost some time there. Oh, that's a big deal right there. That's a big deal indeed. Sorry, dear. Maximum stamina reduced is not a big deal. Could definitely use more eggs though. Where were we? Chopping down trees. Yeah, I think pushing for level 4 tools probably worth it because it also gives us section Tyrannosaurus bonuses. We seem to be okay on food for a little bit at least. The farming does take time to ramp up. So is it worth delaying the farming by like 2 days for better mining and stuff until then? Probably. Probably a little faster. Spend more time improving. Less time gathering. And when we do gather, we gather faster so we get more XP. I think probably pushing for the other things going to be worth it. Good morning, you're about to call in sick. Bonus points if you know that reference right there. It seems like a relatively big tree to only be qualifying as 600 lumber, but... eh. Planting some trees in the near future, I think. I'm just not worried about doing them today. I guess that's what they have as the land claim block right there. That looks like a wall of bricks, basically. And number 858. That's an improvement. There's a few more zombies. How did that miss? I'm very confused how that missed. Zombies down. Ate it again, dang. I'm gonna upgrade this inside here so we don't risk things falling apart as we finish the basement or work on the basement. My main concern is if we get like a nighttime horde. Even if like 40 more blocks, okay. Okay for right now. My leveling per day should be about to increase significantly. When I get a double thick cobblestone wall with some wood or iron spikes up outside, I'm going to feel a lot better. Leveled up again. I think I am going to go for the strength first. We're okay on food for right now. We can always harvest more too, or I'm sure we'll find some more. But a better club, better tools, more Miner 69er, all that stuff, I think is going to be a big difference. Okay, so over here, we want to switch your shape to the ramp. The ramp goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I guess that's fine. That'll do. I realized I guess I made other bases bigger than this and forgot. Oh well. I'm definitely going with whatever size this is now. Nails. Oh, we can make a lot. Let's make 95 for right now. We're in a bunch of storage crates. Okay. So we're digging over here. Right, and we lost the ability to tell where our thing ended. Oh, this should be it here. Toss the cotton out. Just grab the cans. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Drop the cotton over here then, fine. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beyond that. Yeah, and of the useful terrain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to be very careful in placing these initially here, because if you do it wrong, you're in enough trouble. We'll just make sure we have a base built by day 7 at this point, scavenging food when needed. Should still have plenty of stone, right? Yeah. Bit more cobblestone working. We're considered starving now. Our health is down a bit, so let's go ahead and eat here. Hopefully this will heal us back to maximum health. I just make more iron arrowheads. I mean, I have a whole bunch of rifle bullets. I don't want to splurge all of them, but I suppose it's not the end of the world if I use some of them. Friends wanted me to try this overhaul called Ravenhurst, which seems to just try to make everything a lot more tedious. Some of it, I guess, makes a certain amount of sense, but it's the whole balance between realism and gameplay. Like needing to set up a personal crafting station before you can make something like a stone axe. So that's 1, 2, 3. This should be the edge over here, which you can see as the difference there between how that looks. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is over there. Yep. We're out of cobblestone production. I guess we are. Alright. Well, now we need more rocks to continue cobblestone production effectively. I guess I must have been making like 10 by 10 instead of 8 by 8 or something like that with some of the friends that I had played with. Because that ramp didn't quite lead. Thought I'd have one flat thing up there. I guess I made it like 9, maybe it was like 9 by 9. And what here is totally fine. No objections to it. Irony is I can't actually repair it because of the lack of stone. If you set the boundaries of your basement first, it makes it a lot easier to dig the rest. I think that's the perimeter right there. Confirm, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 7 over there. Yep, that's the outside. Need to harvest more stone. We'll be able to do that until we get more. Well, rather we could do it, but we won't be able to improve our rate until we improve our strength again. Next few levels are going to be another big boost. It especially helps to do this now, because once we put the second layer out up front, it's a lot harder to tell where it is, and you really don't want to undermine your base. You really want vertical support going up on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now, of course, you'll see that if we dig this way, I guess we could also just dig down to get more stone here. I mean, it should be the same stone of 66 each. Much better than those random rocks lying around. Stamina's going down. Let's drink. Bottoms up. There you can see what our basement's going to look like. That's the perimeters of the basement defined. in all directions. So we'll finish that later on. Let's get some storage boxes out. Right, little storage box. 10 of those, great. As soon as we get the first one, we can slap everything in there, or a lot of it in there at least. So we're going to do forge, forge, storage, storage is basically what we want. So come in here, we can just, we want to keep the clay. Basically just toss everything else in here for now. Or most of it at least. Keep the few things I care about. Okay, then over here, I'm getting close to kind of running out, but that's fine. Yeah, but we needed stone for the cobblestone, right? We needed stone and we needed lumber. But if I make a bunch of iron arrows, maybe I can just dig down here. I might risk it. If I have solid cobblestone walls, that'll help a lot. See what I can do in the next, like, 5 minutes. But definitely nice to be able to keep digging all night instead of huddling up again. Okay, that gives us a chunk more cobblestone. Let's make sure we have some stone so we can repair the stone axe now. And stone shovels. Kind of important. Alright, let's get out of here. What I might do here, I might start... I'm gonna do this. I can definitely support this. This at least means they need to break out one extra thing. Whether I will do the bottom layer. Let's see if I have time for that. I don't think I'll have enough lumber here to finish this, though. Eight by 4, so 32. So yeah, we're not gonna have enough lumber to even finish this here, so we'll have to work on that. I wonder what the point of this is. The point is they have to break through another block. 3 blocks instead of 2. Buys us a little bit more time. Almost out of lumber. We'll need to make more. Out of lumber. How are we doing on food? We could drink this, yeah. Hopefully this is good. Yeah, there's a good one. I'm probably just going to stay at the base. We have one cobblestone thick, and a bunch of rifle ammo. So we can improve our strength to 5. But that doesn't, then the next few points I can go into like sexual Tyrannosaurus clubs, minor 69er, all that fun stuff. It used to be that strength increased the damage from tools against blocks by like 5% as well per point, but they've moved that exclusively to minor 69er now. Continue our work. Tomorrow we have 5 bacon and eggs and probably enough to make a little bit more. Tomorrow we can transfer everything over too. That's a big deal. Stone and clay we can find down below, so I'm going to try to top off what lumber I can here. Get ready for our first night of mining. The fog lifted. There's a zombie over there. I think I'm going to go kill it just because, again, don't want having the area cleared would be good. I think he's too far away to notice us, but hey, we'll go for it. Hello. Drop loot. Another mining helmet, and more importantly, some pistol ammo. And now we actually have 6 shots. How about that? Catch, of course, by having double thick walls, we lose the ability to repair the outer wall, but I think there are some shapes you can do that would let you do it. Kinda cheesy, but alright. We've made it. And that's good enough for now. Iron arrowheads, I'd like some more of these. I have a bunch of feathers, I'm just gonna make them. I'll have those ready. Storage box over here, again we will worry about sorting everything out at a later time. But yeah, 6 eggs, that's 3 more bacon and eggs. Okay, so what do I want to be doing here? I'd like to establish this down to bedrock first, I think. It's not actually that far down here. I think that must be... No? It's stone. It's basically going to be digging straight down here. Shouldn't attract any streamers for a long while, not with just one forge running. That's the hope, at least. Digging all night. And we can also give ourselves a huge chunk in XP once we get up to 6,000 stone. Assuming we hit that tonight, which reasonable chance we will. If we hit 6,000 stone, that gives us like the next minor 69 and other stuff. So we're going to be digging these two spots basically. All the way down. We're starving, that's okay, we can let ourselves starve down a bit. Once our health is low enough to actually, basically, there's no point in eating the food if it's going to restore the health that we would only lose by starving. Well, I'm phrasing this poorly. If the bacon and eggs restores like 18 health, we might as well be at least 18 health down here from the starvation, so it'll still top us off. And realistically, it could be more like negative 20 health or something. Because we'll still heal a little bit naturally. We don't want to waste the health, and that's all the food really gives us. I mean, technically our maximum stamina is lowered, but as we've discussed, maximum stamina is typically not nearly as important as stamina regeneration. Which is why we should make sure we have 4 more red teas here that we can drink as soon as we start dripping below, yeah, that mark. Other than that, we're digging down. Getting stone per swing. A long night of working on this. Again, minor 69 will speed up this particular process of digging. Mother load will mean we get more XP, so we could do bundles or whatever faster. I don't know why it gives 18k and then 9k and then 5k or whatever, but they put it in there. There's not much other reason to craft it, so I'm going to use it. I am also totally fine with them, you know, not using it. But other than that, it's not a huge benefit to be able to craft the stacks, considering the stacks. So you can basically you can store 30,000 stone in one stack instead of 5 stacks. But you have to unpack the stack. So how much is that really going to matter? Not really at all. I was just make another storage crate or something. You know, if you have that, if you have that many thousands of stone, if you're like, yeah, I just, you know, have, you know, 80,000 stone or something, and you just can't figure out a better way to store it, then, well, how do you get to that point? And I guess it rewards you for actually gathering up 6,000 of any given material at any given time. And that forge is probably going to run out of other materials. It's fine. I think we're just forging clay anyway. We have wood to burn, so if the forge is there working but nothing's smelting, it's okay. We can worry about gathering more iron in the near future here. How much XP is it to the next level? 12,000. Okay. Whew, that's good. This is going to be interesting. And we literally gained over a level from crafting that first stack of stone. That's a new goal. I'm going to try to see if we can get 6,000 stone. So we're gaining probably like 6 a second. Means it's going to take like, I guess, 1,000 seconds, which is a little over 15 minutes of continuous mining. I think we can drink more red tea. And obviously, if we had more points in Miner 69, this would go faster. This is already pretty helpful. We're at plus 20 above bedrock now. zombies won't be able to hear us mining 30 blocks down or whatever. Bedrock used to be at minus 57. It's interesting to see the changes. We're basically gaining 2 or 3 per swing, and we're swinging about 2 per second, yeah. This is going to be quite a process. Again, like later on, you can, especially with mods and the like, you know what? While we're down here, I think we're fine. I don't think we can put both of these on here, but look at that, we're doing 27 damage now, and we'll have to repair it less. I think that shaves off a very small amount. But hey, if it speeds the process up by like 10%, because right now it takes 20 hits, and we're doing about 2%, yeah. 27 times the same 20 would be 540, which means we're shaving off at least 1 hit here. Not much, but hey, anything is anything, right? Should have been doing this while we were mining down here, because we don't need it in the club. If a bunch of zombies drop onto our head, we're dead at this point, I mean, honestly. We do 6 pistol shots in the club and the rifle, so I guess there's all of that, but I would not put my survival chances as significant in such a context. We're at plus 16, we're making progress. About to hit the bottom of our land claim block, that's what that is if you're curious. Closing on the halfway mark for the stones. Oh, I did not realize your health regenerated at all, honestly, without that point, so I don't know how exactly they'll stack. I'm hoping they stack, because it already seemed we were gaining a health per minute, so. Again, that's like a 66% improvement in natural healing. Assuming that works as advertised. Our frames to go back up. We have enough cobblestone to fill these in, yeah. And we'll do this for each of the 4 corners of the basement, so you know where those go down to bedrock. In the past, I might not have bothered to build all of these basements, but these, given how much XP you get for upgrading blocks now, as opposed to mining, it seems worth doing for that extra XP bonus. We're at plus 11, we need to go down to plus 3. I believe it's the new bedrock. We're doing on water, we're down 15. Oh, found some lead. But still gives us some stone too, but hey, there's a source of lead down here. That's a positive sign. It probably goes close to bedrock too. We can always dig and expand the mine later on. For right now, we're just trying to get down to bedrock. We gathered about 1,000 XP, 1,000 stone in the last hour. So probably will take another 2.5 hours of mining, which will be until after dawn of tomorrow. The question is, will we finish this section first? I don't know. I guess one other benefit to the iron pickaxe is it can go through sand effectively as well, not just stone and other things. And it's better against metal hitting metal. There is that upside, I suppose. So we need to dig through here. The flip side, if this winds up being sand all the way down, then that'll make it a lot faster to get to the bottom of this. Broken any second. So the lead definitely seems to come down to the bottom, so that's good. That means it'll be easy to find the vein and exploit it. +5 right now. I wonder, will the bedrock look like lead? I don't know. If that's what it's around. Can the bedrock look like anything other than rock? We have 2 more things to push through here. And I remember back in Alpha 13, sorry, when the daylights were 16 instead of 18. So the night set at 10 a.m. and rose at 6 a.m. Yeah, see, that looks like it's interesting. Like, it looks like lead, despite being the bedrock, the bottom of the map. That looks a little different, I guess. Okay. So this should be the corner, I believe. I think it doesn't really matter what order we do this in, because we'll do the other one afterward. So. That. We nerd pull up a bit, and then we continue filling this in here. Obviously, we're not going to finish the stone thing tonight. Oh, we can upgrade quite a bit up there. Seeing what we can finish here. We should drink, because it definitely looks like we're still above 75% raw, I guess. Is that enough? Hell if I know. Good news is that we can get another rank in Miner 69er very soon here. Are we going to finish this in time? I did the right one too. did it. See you in the morning.